Plenty of not enough east. Oh. Not entirely sure what that means, but I'm assuming you just stayed at home and didn't celebrate. I mostly baked cookies. They're tasty. So anyway, I'm gonna quickly just check how well this does damage-wise compared to reload. And then I'm just gonna see how far I can get in the arena today with using this awful thing I tricked myself into doing. Honestly, not sure, like, it's not that it was bad. It was quite effective, just really, really boring. Like, I can say this is probably the most boring way I've played this game. I still love how, like, dumb these enemies are. Like, this shouldn't work. This has no right actually working. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the GRP. It's just for the damage to the accuracy rate, it's just not worth it. Like, I'm honestly thinking, if you just keep grabbing the orbit cannon back pods, yeah. Yes, legs that get stunned, Henry. I like actually moving. But anywho, it doesn't really matter if I get stunned because if the lock-on drops, big whoop, I'm not aiming. Alright, I can just do this. So like, if you really think about it, if you like use this with like either pursuit missiles or the back orbits and then keep jumping up, you can just win every single one. Henry, I'm sorry that you like to play Thanos card. But I don't play Thanos card. To be honest, I'm pretty sure that the underground area would also work. Let's see if it's someone smart enough to fly. No. No, it's not. I have to actually play this smart. Which, in theory, the actual definition of playing this smart would not be using this build. Is he stuck on the wall? Oh. Well. Actually, I just realized, do ground torpedoes not suck in this game? So Henry, should I actually purchase a radiator? I have not purchased one. As far as I remember. It was Armored Core. Yeah, I mean, normally I believe it's Armored Core 2 that doesn't need really a radiator. I think this one I just bought the like one-up from shit. But looking at how much energy I have, it's quite fine. Wow, these cost almost no energy. Screw it. Up from shit to a polished turd. Exactly. We went up from shit to a polished turd. Didn't I just purchase a radiator? Where'd it go? Okay, I guess it didn't work the first time. What? What do you mean required parts equipped? I didn't remove anything. Nothing was sold. Oh, right, the others. The other armored cores. They changed the gen. Okay, got it. Honestly, I'm assuming that Ruin is gonna work as well because of that one area. The ACs in 3 don't understand how walls work. It's actually quite funny. Wait, no, the arena version actually doesn't have the spaces. I stand corrected. But thankfully, this guy, besides being a quad so he can't dodge, has arm weapons. Which means he's paper. And also still doesn't understand how walls work. There we go, now I'm not overheating. Should I bother putting the better booster on? I honestly don't feel that it matters. So Rafa, what do you feel that, like, what is your biggest complaint with just with this game? Like, I understand that the first one, like, all of the games are paired with sequels, and the first ones are supposed to be easier. But, like, this one, the AI is completely inept. Not to mention all the other complaints people have. You know what, Henry, you as well. If you had to come up with a single thing to complain about in this game, what would it be? I mean, that right there proves my case. That was just dumb. I'm pretty sure it has a sniper and just keeps rushing at you with a sniper. Well, this is gonna be an easy one. This guy does not. Wait, he's not firing. There you go. Now he's firing. Sir, you're facing the wrong way. Sir. There you go. Also, Henry, I don't understand why you mean put the worst booster on. I don't have to dodge. I can just spend the entire time inside this hole. Like the only limiting factor is how long this is taking. I'm halfway tempted to just quickly build something to rush up to B rank, because C rank's gonna take a bit, but then I also have no stream. Oh, is he using an energy shotgun and a howitzer? I forgot there was an energy shotgun. Obviously for good reason, because that did nothing. It's very interesting, like how on like paper, the energy machine gun for the early games seemed decent, but then when you actually used it, it just wasn't. Henry, are these the large missile arms? Nope, they are not. So it can actually halfway hit me up here. Fantastic. Ooh, someone who flies. Maybe someone who will be a halfway challenge. Question is, will he fly up and shoot me up here? My hopes were dashed. Why are you flying up now? Yeah, I have 25 left. Hey Regdrin, what should have more views? To be honest, I'm just doing the arena Regdrin. This is honestly this entire playthrough playing it has been boring as shit. Can't imagine actually watching it. Though I did find an interesting game to play tomorrow if I do finish this today, which I don't see why I wouldn't finish Exile today. Oh, well, this guy's tanky. Let's see if this is one of the... Nope, of course they're not going to fly. Why would they? And this is why tanks have an issue in this game. Anyone worth their salt can just do this. Now, if he had quick turn extensions along with overboost. Yes, tell Singer how she missed your face reveal. Hopefully she should be asleep right now, but we all know she's not going to be. You know, for the arena aspect of this, I forgot that these things can shoot farther than we can see. I can use that to heavily abuse hitting people. I don't know how I forgot that. Well, here's the main question. Did you get the job? Oh, hold on. The person actually jumped up. Amazing. I think that was actually the first person who's actually attacked me up there. Oh, orientation. Nice. Well, I'm glad you got the job. So, Regdrin, what should my next challenge be when I come back to an Armored Core game? Right, this guy's got Human Plus. He overboosts and spams Human Plus with that back cannon, no less. Question is, does he fly? Yes, okay, I can't use the same strategy anymore. I love the very few of them that have an actual unique AI because they pilot quite well. Just said that they can't put the dodging motions into it. Well, here's the main question, Regdrin. Do you A, enjoy this job better, or B, does it pay you more? You know, that is what I meant about like using the overboost on a tank. At least something. Sadly, this tank has the intelligence of a bowl of bean dip. Hey, full time and benefits is great. This guy's just bazooka arms. Just ammo and bazooka arms. Actually, isn't this a copy of a guy from Master of Arena who has the really broken custom arms that only he has? Which is just like the rapid fire bazooka. Question is, will he fly up here? You know, I've only ever speedrun Armored Core for Answer because I like the movement of that game. I could consider an AC3 speedrun. It'd really just be really quickly getting a 500 ammo machine gun and a flamethrower and just running through the entire game. But yeah. I mean, in theory, even just instantly starting with freaking machine gun arms for a large portion would probably also work. Finally, he flew up. Really? Should just fly higher or go around. At least the AI is getting less brain dead. And to stream maters. Not that this battle's any suspense, because it's not. I really enjoy the emblems that these people actually use. Just to make this next one stupid, let's do Tropical Forest. I really want to know what their plan was with this Tropical Forest map to be anywhere semblance of fair when fighting an AI here. The answer, they didn't. Which is why I also very much enjoy fighting Exile here. Exile's a very fun fight here. This would be a lot funner if these trees actually had hitboxes. And by funner, I mean that would suck. Jared said this guy plays so high. No, it would. I mean, it would be very fun if all these trees had hitboxes constantly hitting you. Like just all of this getting constantly stuck, blocking bullets, doing things that trees do in every single golf game. Though fighting Exile with the crow is really stinks. Actually, Regdor and Rafa, do either of you know if the crow stops the Exceed Orbit core from locking on? I'm actually unsure. I mean, I would assume it does, but... Because I think the floating back orbits don't actually, because I recommended someone use at least in Silent Line. Oh no, this guy has custom movement to be bad. Let's give it reverse joint legs. Tell it to never jump. But the question is, if you, while you don't jump, do you fly? No. It does not. I feel confident enough to do this. Actually, besides that, so Rafa, besides the fact that all of them have it until I think 4, I almost always do Silent Line in cockpit view because the cockpit HUD is great. I actually did Silent Line at 5 times speed in just the entire game in cockpit view in January. Why? Because I hate myself. But I did it. The problem with 3 is I think 3, it only goes into first person when you pause and changes back once you unpause. Right, Milky Way has the unique flying AI that very quickly realizes it's got a handgun and can't actually fight anybody. But it flies. If only they gave it good guns. Like if they gave this thing any decent right arm gun and a howitzer left arm, it would be amazingly hard to fight. Instead they gave it a pistol that doesn't even have a stun on it. And it does have the triple missiles. I must say it does have those. Not good for its AI, though. Question is, do you fly on a timer? The answer is yes, it flies on a set timer. There's got to be some way that I could optimize this more. I just don't feel there's a need, unfortunately. Like, this challenge, if I was doing Silent Line, would be a lot more of an actual challenge. I mean, that's actually, I could do Silent Line. Oh, here we go. An AI that actually has a decent setup for fighting this. Question is, does he fly? If he does, I'm going to have to rethink my strategy. Thankfully, the answer is no. He does not fly. In theory, I could just cheese this. This is definitely going to be a close one. What's Bondi Wonder Swan? I'm actually not sure what that even means. Bondi Wonder Swan. Kyle, have you ever heard of Bondi Wonder Swan games?
No. No, I have not.
This is gonna be a close one. Oh, it's apparently I guess it's a Japanese only handheld. It's a handful of Gundam games, something called SRW. I don't know what that means, and a few other games that translate to English.
SRW is one of the series that Sal really likes.
So, Super Robot Wars, okay.
Yep, it is literally, think of it like Fire Emblem, the mech version.
They already have that.
Yes, well, yeah.
Hold on a second. That was the wrong mic. Ooh. I love inhaling soda into my lungs.
Good job.
You know what was honestly a really good like Fire Emblem style game? Project Cross Zone. Well, the actual game itself was as basic as basic gets. It had a decent character pool. That tropical sprite hit different. I mean, it wasn't a tropical sprite, but yes. Definitely was not what I was expecting. And it looks like we're back to idiot AI, because I killed that in 11 hits And I missed some of them. Honestly, I'm just not sure how I want to do Valkyrie. Because I am all for cheesing Valkyrie. Valkyrie's in this game, right? Yes. B3. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone's in for cheesing any enemy that they give Crow to. Because it's just unfair. What?
I love the way you phrase it. I'm pretty sure everyone's all.
Yeah, Kyle, it's like the single most bullshit part. In fact, the first game that it's in, it doesn't even have an ammo limit or like an activation time. It's just always active. Well, so basically what Crow does in these games is that, oh, okay, so you've got, I think it's three ammo for it. And every time that you use it, they can't lock on to you for like 20 to 25 seconds. So it's a minimum of like a free minute of they just can't lock on.
First of all.
And from what I remember in this one, it's also a shoulder. So you still get full use of every single weapon. The first game that it was in, it took up both back spots, but it was just always on. Which is still bullshit, but like, at least they were kind enough that every enemy AC they put it on does not have high damage weapons. Like, one of them is literally all this one has is a freaking rifle, and that's it. While the other one's a 1,000 ammo machine gun and then a freaking Moonlight. And it does know how to use it, but they could have given it such more disastrous shit to use on you. And the way to cheese it is there's a certain map you can fight them on that you just sit in a corner because it's two separate rooms and it'll just consume all of the ammo before the fight actually starts. Well, this guy flies, so he's probably gonna come up here, but the thing about Project Crosswind was a lot of the moves referenced what players actually did instead of what would be most in character. Yes, I entirely get that. All of the moves reference what people did instead of what the actual most in character thing would be. Like how wasn't just Zero's answer to everything was just cut it? Well, like, Zero inside the actual games is smart and, like, constantly sacrifices himself for stuff. In that game, it was just, every single answer was just cut it. I forget what it was, but I know that Kite was also very, just not in character. I forgot, wasn't like Chun-Li, I think it was, just in that game, all of the attacks were just a freaking leg sweep spam? Funny shit though. Just as the Lord intended. No, the people who created whatever game she's from, Street Fighter, King of Fighter, whatever the hell it was, did not intend for you to only spam leg sweep. I can almost guarantee you that is not what it was supposed to do, opposed to Project Cross Zone where everything was just leg sweep. There was nothing on her that wasn't a leg sweep. God, this guy's energy resistance is so high. I mean, it kind of is an energy tank, so I should expect that, but still. Go watch pro Street Fighter footage. Yeah, it's probably just leg sweep, but that's not what they intended for the character. Just like how for Lambda 11 in BlazBlue, they never expected everyone to just spam that one move that just fills the entire like ceiling and like floor full of swords. That even when you block, shoves them backwards. So if the person has 0 range, there's literally no way to fight them. Because it's just spamming that and guarding shoves you back to start and you can't get through fast enough. I mean, like maybe if the game gave the blocking person more gauge than the person hitting the person blocking, you could at least like somehow turtle through it, but it's the opposite. I mean, that's also the one problem I have with like most fighting games like that. They don't have a rule against spamming, and half of the ones that I've seen, it's just people spamming the same move over and over to try and like just infinite combo someone where an infinite combo wasn't supposed to have existed. And then like, oh, but we give everyone a single thing for every round where it just instantly breaks them out of a combo. Like best of 3, you can do this once. There's just other games where it's like randomly this person has a bow. Why? I don't know, but they can just sit in the back and plink the shit out of you. Is there a counter for like the 80% of people who have no rapid gap close? There is not. Which is why one of the many reasons I'm not really a fan of the fighting games like that. Besides the fact that trying to remember all of those combos is just awful.
Sounds about right.
Also, there's just some that I don't know how people do without creating custom control schemes for the character. Which is the other issue that I have. Like my best example is Iron Taser from BlazBlue. His astral finish is spinning the movement around like all the way around 3 times in 1 second, but you can't jump. But up is jump. Which immediately makes me confused as to how you're supposed to do it without a custom control scheme so that Iron Taser just can't jump by hitting up. But just because you have to go up, like, up, forward, down, back 3 times really fast, but up which you start on's a jump. You got stupid moves and move variants you can't beat Tekken. But I mean, so Regdrin, you did hear what I was saying though, right? His astral finish is just up, forward, down, back 3 times really quickly and then drive. But up is jump and jumping resets the combo, making it not work. Oh, energy shield coverage. That's fucking worthless. So, Regdrin, you know what's actually funny? I haven't lost one of these arena matches yet. Which is upsetting because I can't say that about when I'm using an actual build. That I don't lose any. That means I'm not careful enough, or this... I will definitely say this is the slowest I've ever done it. But I normally make it a DPS race. Wait, this thing has a pylon, doesn't it? Why do they always pair the... At least it's a pylon and a howitzer with rockets. Oh, it's missiles. Ah, that was honestly a good movement from this AI. But Regdrin, how do you even do that astral finish without turning off jump? You literally have to change your entire control scheme to remove the ability of jump to do it. Also, the guy's giant and slow and has no gap close that isn't jumping. The guy's entire gap close is jumping and like flopping forward and then doing a punch as soon as you land that pulls people in because his arms are magnets. So here's the thing about that rough up. This was on the PSP, and the PSP, the stick doesn't move. The stick is for like taunts and shit, or if you're playing on like easy controls, you use the stick and hold it, and it automatically activates skills for you without using the combos. Which then added an extra thing of if you turned on easy mode for that, it took out half of your combos, but no, Regdrin, it is not a move you can combo into. Except though the game, because it was PSP, had an easy mode, which took half of your combos out, and just all of the buttons, if you spam them, did combos for you. And then using the stick as a hold would activate one of the 4 moves set up on those immediately mid-combo, mid-swing, whenever the fuck you wanted it. Which then created the other issue of, is that actually fair? Because you could literally do like your astral finish, which is an instant kill, out of a grab. But then there were also different characters that turning the easy mode on removed the entire ability to do the astral finish, making it even more goddamn confusing at what their goal was by like having the easy mode. Because there are certain people whose like astral finishes had to have a setup done, but the easy mode controls did not allow the setup to be done. Which I think Lychee's astral finish is literally just jumping on her pole and holding drive. No, Regdrin, it was literally if you hit it, it would just instantly kill someone. Like, I would say it wasn't really a show off because like Lychee's was just you put her pole down, jump on it, and hold drive, and she would jump off screen and then fly in, covering like half the screen. That if you hit with it, immediately killed them. Like certain ones I would say were definitely show off, but other ones were very good. Because they were really easy to hit and hard to dodge. Which again, completely made it very confusing as to what their goal was with it. It's almost like they just gave every single character designer just said, do whatever the fuck you want. We aren't going to attempt to balance patch anything. Like how there's the one person, Yoey, who has this thing with like charging a book to do other stuff to augment shit. But actually doing it needs so much time and everything else that you're never going to do it. But she's also like the literal fastest character and can just slide in doing just like long animation spams that have like a shit ton of hitboxes in them with like a chain sword. So you don't even do any of the caster shit that she's supposed to do. You have access to no skills and you just immediately just go ham on people's assholes. Yes, Kyle, I'm glad that you like asshole. You and Joe can have a very deep talk about that.
I mean, gotta go deep in it, right?
Question is, does this person fly? If so, this might be my first loss if they can actually effectively fly. Which, no, it does not look like they can. Good for me.
Connor, which game?
Armored Core 3. I'm doing the game without any arm or back weapons.
You really are massive at times.
Yes. I actually beat the entire game. I'm just while I beat the story mode, I'm doing all of the arena matches at the moment. I've gotten most of the way through within this hour, though. Of course, you have like 76 health left. Let me guess. You aren't going to effectively fly again and let me regen my entire ammo again. Good, thank you. I appreciate you. The AI has the intelligence of a turd sandwich. Honestly, I'm still so upset that the first Armored Core game that you tried was the worst one and just completely ruined the entire experience for you.
I mean, what would you like me to say to this exactly?
There isn't anything. It's just you tried one of them and it ended up being the worst one and you fucking hated it.
Oh, it's fucking the controls were the worst dog shit.
No, it wasn't even the freaking controls. The actual balancing of that game made it impossible to actually, like, move properly. Because you just constantly start overheating and melting, which forced you to do shit setups. Though I will say, you were very hell-bent on using a frickin' rifle, which is also slightly the issue, is that rifle and blade doesn't work. That's what you ended up going with.
One, you're not wrong. And two, sorry, but it should work.
Well, no. A medium range and a close range pairing for your weapons don't work. You have to have the weapons in the same, like, in the freaking same distance category, or you're effectively losing half your damage. Also, though, something that we didn't know was that every blade in that game could fire a wave out by tapping the energy.
That I didn't know.
Because how would you know? The game doesn't tell you.
You're not wrong. But you're also forgetting one itty-bitty thing, Connor.
Yes.
Alright, it wasn't so much that I was hell-bent on using a blade. It's I had a blade because there wasn't enough fucking ammo.
Actually, the way that I play that freaking entire generation, surprisingly, is actually double rifle. That game and its sequel, I do using double rifle. If you just change the blade to a second rifle, you were golden the entire time. Though I will admit, the movement and the feel of that game is still ass.
Yeah, it's pretty up there in the, oh my god, this is awful category.
Which is funny because they took every mistake that they made there, and the sequel's the best game in the entire franchise.
Which is...
That is Armored Core Last Raven. Best one in the entire franchise, but definitely the hardest in the entire franchise. At least 200%. There's multiple endings that actually have a ridiculously obvious difficulty curve. Because the two harder ones, the first mission is harder than the ending missions of all of the other 4.
God damn. Really?
Yes. The enemy that they. So, funny thing. So, Regdrin, I actually just downloaded that game Saturday, and that is the game I'm playing once I finish this. SLAI is the next game I'm going to play. I have not, yeah, so I've not played Phantom Crash, but I'm playing SLAI next. So, yep, so, Rafa, as long as I finish this, I'm definitely playing SLAI tomorrow. Game gives me Slug Gun. The next enemy has double Slug Gun. To try to show you that you should use it, but this is the worst thing to put Slug Guns on. Oh, it's gonna overboost at me. At least it's attempting to make the slug. Oh, is that actually Slug Guns, a freaking bazooka and a flamethrower? Potato. Honestly, yes, the person who did the early Armored Core games did an amazing job at the background music. Crap, I just opened it up like half a second early. I have to wait for the reload again. Oh, they gave him... Wait, they even gave him turn extensions, and he can't turn. You know, it's things like this that I don't understand what they were doing. I wouldn't be surprised at all if someone said, yeah, we just randomized the part list to get all of these enemy ACs. But then you look and some of them actually have a concept. Like, there is a concept to this. It just functionally does not work. I was reading chat and not paying attention to where this tank went. So all of that damage was me reading chat. Wait, what tomb level with all of the traps? Tomb level? Or are you talking about like a different game? Wait, what tomb level from AC1? I don't remember a tomb. Hey there, Weiss. How's it going? Oh, the one with the moon. Oh, the one with Dark Souls? I wouldn't call that a tomb. Was that supposed to be like a tomb? For some reason, I don't remember in the dialogue that was a tomb. I don't know what you mean by an Indiana Jones style environment. The entire thing was just metal. It was just metal and smooth walls. I don't think it was Indiana Jones type environment at all. The only part that was like rock was like No, it wasn't even rock. When you broke the floor to get to the actual moonlight, all those were still metal. So, as people can see from its shoulders, this thing has crow, which means I am going to cheese the shit out of it, because crow. I don't know whether these things are going to shoot, but I don't want to deal with it.
That bad, huh?
You can't, you just can't shoot at it for a minute. That's just unfair.
It's just that bad.
I mean, you can't tell me it's fair that you just can't shoot it for a minute. Like, I understand they purposely gave them weak weapons to compensate. And you can manually aim at them, but I don't have that option right now. You know, I didn't know deploying these generates heat. Did anyone else know deploying these generates heat? Huh. Learn something new every single day. Good, that should be good now. Right, it was kill struggle leader. Dark Souls was the freaking tanks in the crater. You are right. Dark Soul was the tanks in the crater. Struggle leader was the Moonlight mission. Also, for the Kingsfield mission, I think you mean the maze level in Project Phantasma. You know, I saw another Sentries episode. I was just... Isn't it only in Japanese? Every time I've seen it, it's just Japanese. I never saw an English copy. Well, I do know that it's an easy to play game. It's just I saw a Spanish guy playing it. But the problem was that there were certain levels where you had to do something very specific and he couldn't figure out what it was because he didn't speak Japanese. Excuse me, Valkyrie, can you land, please? Thank you. Honestly, I think the main issue was that because there were so many mechs from so many franchises, that they would have had to have come here, talk to multiple companies, and pay them royalties and shit, and they just didn't want to. Like, honestly, the actual Japanese companies probably very easily were like, okay, sure, this sounds fun, let's go do it. Here, it's like, money, 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 give me money. So they said, fuck it, we aren't going to. But I mean, just the fact that it had Wing Zero and Tall Geese and everything else in it, there would have been interest here. Freaking people loved Gundam Wing.
Oh my god, yes. We're talking about Super Robot, right, Connor?
No. No. There's another Centuries Era. Is like literally like a like the typical mech game that is good, but like every single thing is like they took a bunch of like mecha animes and put all of them into like a single game, except all of them, their portion of the game followed their actual anime's plot. So it's like because like just a whole bunch of them couldn't actually have enough to make a full game into it, or it's been done a bunch of time. It was basically like a giant multi-pack. I honestly forget which ones they use because they did so many. I think there's what, 5 Ace games? You just have to live now until I get the ammo back. God, human plus enemies are kind of annoying for this challenge. It's just their actual damage output is just so high. God damn it. I knew I was gonna run into some issues, just wasn't expecting the ones that I am running into an issue with.
I have finally figured out how single beam works. Single beam will chain one mob. Chain one.
Ah, so close. Honestly, Ralph, I'm surprised because if you look at the like actual like Gundam Gunplas, they're always sold out every time you look online for every English site. So I don't know how they somehow misgauge interest when those are always immediately sold out, and some like there are ones where it's like a 6-month pre-order and they still sell out. It's like, hey, buying this now, you still will not get it for 6 months. And they managed to sell all of them out within like a few days. Somehow keep saying the West has no freaking interest in it. Well, I ain't winning this one at all. Yeah, but so Weiss, that's what I was saying though. They keep saying there's no interest, yet all of the expensive products are sold out because there aren't enough of them. No interest. Always sold out immediately.
Sells out within 20 seconds of hitting availability.
In some spots, honestly, Kyle, yes. Like there was one, Reggie, there was one that Retry and also someone else who I know tried to get. It fully sold out within a minute. There were thousands of them available, sold out within a minute. No fucking interest. So says the companies. The West doesn't. The West has zero interest. Yet it always sells out.
Oh, I know. Adam fucking obsessed with that shit.
Oh, and this might work for me. The guy got himself stuck inside the other room. I guess lowballing in safe so they don't overproduce kits. Yeah, but Weiss, that's the thing though. If you sell it out within a minute, and it's a 6-month pre-order, don't you think you could? Because you clearly aren't done making them. You probably didn't even turn the machine on yet. You're doing a 6-month pre-order. Just sell as many as people want to buy. It's a 6-month pre-order. If you have to purchase some more plastic, you can purchase more plastic. God damn it, I hate you so much, human plus bullshit. Like, there is a reason, like, for human plus at least, certain weapons are set up a certain way because the actual DPS output, along with aim and everything, is bullshit. Okay, it's gonna be entirely dependent on whether it's using the freaking machine gun or the laser cannon when I round the bend. The shilling build. So, what is build fighter? Because I've kind of heard of Gundam build fighters, but mostly the fact that people love porn of it. I don't know what it actually is. Goddamn laser cannon. Honestly, isn't there also a Gunpla Gotcha game that's like just doing really, really well? Like they made a Gundam like phone mobile game, a gotcha game about Gunpla figurines. And from what I've heard, it's doing very well.
You've got that about right.
Wait, so Gundam Build Fighters is just like Beyblade. But what's the... Wasn't there already something like that? Like something Shinky or something?
Wow, I'm impressed you actually remember that.
Wasn't there also that really weird one about like eggs and shit that also was very similar to that? But Build Fighters is wonderful. Okay, I have 6,000 health. The next reload, I can probably get this. Gundam Gotcha is meh if you want the better version. Gundam Breaker 3 is the way to go. But Build Fighters is... So, what do you mean by Build Fighters is wonderful? Literally, this guy's so freaking human plus cracked out, they actually gave him infinite energy. Because even with the op-eye, a quad can't do that. This guy is not only freaking human plus, he got infinite energy. Just like Exile. Fantastic.
That moment you realize the thing that's been downing you is yourself. Because you're in a fucking pool of shit in the goddamn lightning puddle at the ground.
I could be using anti-missile extensions for these fights because I never said no extensions, but I feel that still defeats the spirit of this challenge. And yeah, it's a freaking human plus tank. It's a human plus missile boat that has large missile arms. So, Rafa, I'm not sure what you're saying. Everything you just said just went right over my head. Or are those model kits? Oh, they're all Gundam series. Wait, which from Jupiter is the name of a Gundam series?
First of all, it's Witch from Mercury, and it's new. It's coming out.
Well, he said that definitely says Jupiter. Oh, it's Iron-Blooded Orphans age. Okay, now I get it. You know, because of how this thing is, I can drain all of its ammo. Yes, pin yourself against the roof more. What do you mean by the kit bash model kits? I'm not sure what that means. Kit bash model kits? You know, I'm very confused why Valkyrie's emblem's a unicorn. As far as I know, those are two completely different things. Like, two completely different backgrounds. But what do I know? I know, they had Pegasus, right? Hold on, that's the name of the AC, isn't it? Is Pegasus. No, it's Swift. Well, screw that. Ah. I've never heard someone call that kit bash. Also, Weiss, it doesn't matter if an anime is not faithful to a novel, as long as it's good and doesn't go against the core principles of what this series is about. Opposed to a great example, the Halo television show doesn't follow the games at fucking all.
Connor, how about Sword Art Online?
No, Kyle, not even that. They have literally said, the people making the Halo television show literally said, if you're someone who likes Halo, you will not like this show.
Get the fuck out of here. Those people deserve to be shot.
Exactly. Kyle, they've already had Master Chief take his helmet off and gave him a face.
What? No. Fuck
Literally, the entire fucking point is that you don't know what he looks like. Which is supposed to represent the fact that it can be frickin' anyone, and anyone can be a hero. Which is what the company even said, that they hired people who, by the way, they have said that they have never, none of them have ever once played Halo. Like how M. Night Shyamalan made the frickin' Avatar The Last Airbender movie without ever watching Avatar.
How did I know you were gonna bring that one up?
Because it's the best example in the world that most people have seen. Master Chief Soapy Buns? I don't know what that means. Yeah, I'm gonna need these stronger booster for this. I just have to be faster than him. Unfortunately, while he's not dodging, ground boosting is faster than air boosting in this one. The good thing is I got the best booster from the Phantom mission. Worst case worse, I change cores, unfortunately. Granted, it's not like he's really dodging. Might have to pick the round arena and just go. Yep, Rafa, bye, have fun. Please tell me this isn't gonna work. I have to abuse the fact that I can shoot at a much wider angle. There we go. Got him. Okay, 2 more and then Exile. Who hopefully won't take me an hour. Let's see, BB's, No, Mr. Bot named John Blot. I am not going to purchase followers, but you can feel free to stay if you would like. I'm not going to kick you out. Altazin, there's no reason to ban. They don't come back. They say it once. It's not worth the effort to actually ban them. Holy crap, all of a sudden there's 22 people in here. No, Kyle, not that. I mean, I'm doing Stream Raiders. I've just been doing every round solo every 30 minutes. Then all of a sudden, it's just full of people. And also, my favorite part, it's not even people watching the stream, so I don't know how they found the round.
That's always the best.
Wouldn't be surprised if there were bots for this. Honestly, Altazin, I wouldn't be surprised if there were bots for this game also. There are actually streamers who what they do is just have 30 Twitch accounts and just stream that game and them running it themselves. Why? I have no idea. But the problem is them having 30 Twitch accounts, they are also watching themselves 30 times. They have all of them logged into their stream. And they just cycle through the accounts. A huge automated system. Just pulling in ad revenue. Honestly, they could do that. Except that the ad revenue is so freaking little, it's not worth it. Just so you know, the ad revenue you actually get from Twitch is basically nothing. Rubles though? What? Let's see if this guy flies. Second place in the arena. Is he smart enough to fly? The answer is no. Oh, yes, it is actually. He flew up. Amazing. He did it. He passed the idiot AI test. Will the reverse joint actually fly? I mean, considering the fact, Kyle, that a reverse joint's biggest thing is that they can fly very, very well and jump high. The fact that most of them don't is so freaking hysterical. It's just hysterical. Here is your entire shtick. Now don't do it. Yes. Oh, I took that grenade right to the face. Well, I'm gonna die of overheat. Like, no, I'm okay. I'm still gonna get shot. Oh, I bonked. Yep, knew as soon as I landed. Joke about a low-cost currency. Honestly, Altazin, I don't even think I get 4 cents every time that you guys watch an ad. If I get a penny, I would be surprised.
Wait, Connor, you're actually on monetary?
No, I am, yeah. I've been that way since, like, January. The thing is how much you get paid for every ad is also based on how many people watch you. To be fair, Altazin, if you've got a bot just spamming the ads for that, there are other ways to do it that would be much more efficient. better not do that. I clearly have already realized it doesn't work. Spiral it is. Need to use my ability to be able to watch a red triangle. We'll say that him overboosting is throwing my timing off a bit. But the fact that I can effectively manage this is fun. You please get back into the middle of this room, sir. Thank you. Got it! Woo, one more and then Exile. And if I remember, I don't remember the last one actually being hard, but that's also from the standpoint of machine gun and flamethrower. Well, let me actually check on something for you, sir. It's gotta be in here somewhere. Trying to see if I could see where, like, it mentioned the ad thing again. Okay, so, for every 1,000 people who see an ad, I get $3.50. So in theory, I guess if you have some kind of bot running thousands and thousands of bot accounts, I mean, there's got to be a better way of actually getting money from that. Yeah, 35 cents for every 100 people. It means 10 people is 3.5 cents. There's got to be something better they can do, like mining Bitcoin with that. Yeah, so that is the other thing, Altazin, is that you can also only do that one. Okay, so you can also only get that money once every hour. If the same account just keeps spamming refresh, it doesn't count. There's 35 cents per 100 bots per hour. There's, I guess maybe if you have like 100 something affiliate account, but there's no way they aren't gonna catch that. And there has to be some better way of use of that freaking computing power than trying to do that instead.
Bitcoin.
Well, Bitcoin involves having a really expensive, like, actual graphics card and processor and shit, Kyle. This does not. You could do this using someone's potato phone.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, Kyle, the reason that they're freaking like buying out all of those freaking graphic cards and shit are for the literal reason that they're
No,
using them for that shit.
no, that's because of the fact that they have separate dedicated nothing more process.
Okay, I don't know why I said processor. I meant graphics card. Whatever the hell they're doing with those. Oh, I missed that shot. I had that. They wouldn't not stop you considering the rule breaking that goes on? Honestly, so Alton, that is the other thing. How many rules you can break? Alton is the thing though. So how many rules you can break and which rules you can break are based on how much money you make them.
I don't know about that one, Chief. There's a wide variety of thoughts that make a shit ton of money.
Yes, Kyle. Again, Kyle, which rules you can break are based on how much money you make them.
Last I checked, creature that sells bath
Well, Kyle, the porn part you can't get past, but though for like other things like saying bad words or like cleavage and shit are based on how much money you make them. Also, how many rules you can break about like freaking copyright and shit.
Yeah, that one I'm gonna agree with you on.
Exactly. Also, okay, so Kyle, as like Alton said, there are people who have gone full on showing their clam, because at least it's better than what Alton said, and didn't get banned because they're making Twitch enough money. They just got like a very stern talking to. While there's other people like freaking Pokimane, just because that is her name and she's a freaking Pokemon streamer, freaking Nintendo forced Twitch to have her change it. Because it ruins the Pokemon brand, I think, because of just how she goes about it or something.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I feel like you were ranting while I was off picking up chips.
Doesn't matter. The chat still likes it. Hold on. Wait a minute. Someone committed animal abuse on stream. You're serious.
Right, that needs to be shot. Just saying.
Oh, that was a bad attempt to drop that bomb there. I got that moonlight right to the face. Oh, that's upsetting. I need 2 more shots. The last 4 didn't hit. Oh, one more. There we go. Who has openly led harassment campaigns against other Twitch partners and has gotten away with it just fine. She threw her cat over her head backwards as well as force-fed it vodka. Wait, she fed her cat vodka on stream? It's awful. Well, technically Alta's in... Wait, why... Oh! That's why I thought there were some missing. They died in the campaign, so they weren't here until I finished. Right. Well, anywho. Technically, all alcohol is toxic to everybody. Alcohol. Yeah, alcohol is literally a poison.
Humans just do well processing poisons.
No, it's just entirely about how much poison you intake at once. Well, time for Exile. Who wants to vote on how Exile is going to go? Of course, we are going to start with the standard thing of draining all of his crow, cause fuck that noise. And now, as all of us are sitting here waiting on this, who wants to sing a sea shanty? The answer is not me. But someone can if they would like. Now, is he out of crows? No. He just activated one.
Nanny. No. Bad girl. No. No.
Okay, now I just have to wait for it to reload. He's out of crows. Okay. Now let's go fight this. This is just gonna be awful still, but. Oh, I went right into that sword. God, the AI they gave Exile, though. Right. The AI they gave Exile. I'm on the wrong side of this pole. This is what peak performance looks like. Oh, nope, yeah, I can't do it with this, unfortunately. It's not wide enough. Darn. I mean, Altazin, you literally just freaking described the exact list of symptoms of alcohol poisoning. That's just alcohol for every single animal on the planet that doesn't do I think it's anaerobic respiration, was it? If I do this right, I should be able to bait him in a way that I can do this. Nope. Is it 5 and not 3 uses? Yes, yes it was 5. Okay. Honestly, if I change the bomb dispenser to mines, I can probably make it a lot easier, but that's not fun. But even this guy's turning is just completely ridiculous. Oh, no, fucked it up. Almost had it. But I think I think I figured the pattern out. Okay, this is a good run. Got him! Okay, Exile's done. And that is game. This is a good run. And I completed the run, Altizan. This is a good run, and it succeeded. While yes, he did start instantly melting me, he died. Which means my goal was met. And I'm not going to bother with the extra arena because at that point... Exactly. It was enough. Saying the problem is for the extra arena, I can't make the other AI only use Exceed Orbit. Yep, thank you, Regdrin. And yeah, so I will be trying SL AI out tomorrow because I had someone recommend it to me and then a bunch of you said it today. So definitely going to try that out. Right, so, anyone have any other stupid thing I can do while I'm here? I am going to cut the stream though, because this is probably not going to be the same thing as what I've been doing. So I'm going to cut the recording but keep streaming.